undisputed claim belonged to Spacer's Choice before the merger. It should be my face plastered across every bulkhead, not Auntie's. I feel like you should be more outraged.
In times of peril, remind yourself, contentment is found by accepting your role in the grand plan, understanding your place, knowing your course, removes all worry and doubt. The following song has been determined to facilitate abstract thinking and constructive rumination.
In ancient times we learned of their existence. When triangles first measured by their distance on a sea that was well known as the Aegean, discovered by and named Pythagorean. No ratio of two numbers are fractional. These numbers that we henceforth call irrational. Can you give me an example that is true? Of course. The number when you square the root of 2. Explain. An isosceles right triangle. The smaller sides are measured both as 1. The length of the longest side then cannot fully be expressed by anyone. They're irrational, 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 irrational.
Our athletic assets would achieve full profit potential as human billboards. Of course, I also
This must be where the head offices are.
of watching professional
It's all right. Stand up tall and act like you belong here.
See, subordinates, I'm just like you. Until next time, look for me in the
Platinum Executive Skybox.
Beholden, second only to the number known as pi. Pi is a worldwide phenomenon. Attempt to square a circle and you'll need it. Don't confuse it with its homonym sibling. It's a number you cannot eat it. They're irrational, irrational.
Line of scrummage.
Irrational, remainder is misrational.
We took what nature heedlessly assembled and vastly rebettered it through artificial means. At Auntie's Choice, we strive to be 110% wholly plus artificial. Artificiality is our guiding principle. Enjoy an artificially enhanced existence through the conspicuous consumption of unavoidable embedded chemicals with Auntie's Choice. An artificial life is a life that's sweeter.
Any questions? Well, Auntie's Choice, no sky under. You want fruit, you want Auntie, you want fruit.
story of Auntie Cleo versus the Moon Man is a ballad for our ages. A thing of legend to be handed down for a modest fee to each successive generation. Spacer's Choice swollen-headed mascot represents the worst impulses of old corporations, who unfairly stacked the deck against the little person, as they tried with us at Tau Ceti. But did Auntie Cleo take Spacer's Choice devious shenanigans lying down? No! Just like our sponsored Tossball team, the Auntie Cleo's darlings refused to do what things were down at the end of the sponsorship series against the Spacers Chosen.
I'm Jean Turfer-Tyler, 6th base person for the Auntie Cleo's Darlings. I'm clean. At the end of the 56th inning, then made a...
Auntie's Choice Society is based upon, not because we worship bits, but because of the system.
You have tuned your receiver to Grand Plan Wireless. We verify before we amplify.
You too can reach the pinnacle of refreshment with Omega Point Tea. Available in standard and recaffeinated versions. A taste this transcendent can only be formulated by the order of the Ascendant.
What you want through your decisions as
In times of peril, remind yourself, contentment is found by accepting your role in the grand plan. Understanding your place, knowing your course, removes all worry and doubt. Warning, the following song mentions some actions that are improper, something your fractions should never be.
Of society, we allow you to take part in public product testing, respecting your right to risk a few pesky side effects as an
Say you think so.
Doctor, at Auntie's Choice, we understand that the marketplace is dynamic,
Someone's bucking for a promotion.
suited to the shifting needs of
We won't accept the unshort feeling. An idea
I see you decided to accept my invitation. Ordinarily, reception here would detain you in a whole song and dance, but you're no common contractor. You're my honored guest, and as such, I've informed them there's no need. I wanted to formalize my gratitude for your assistance on Greater Tranquility Station. What a shame our negotiations were so violently digressed. I felt we were making real progress, notwithstanding a subsection or two.
mathematical equation, logically guaranteeing the conclusion.
While making our expeditious retreat from the station, Alden and I encountered a dying man, one of the Order radicals in league with our would-be assassin DeVries. He confessed DeVries' entire plan and that he thought you must have stopped her. Thanks for that, by the way. 2 dead delegates really would have impeded negotiations. In fact, that is what I summoned you here to discuss. Some messages have indeed been sent hither and thither through back channels. Alden remains convinced an agreement can be reached, and I concur. Mayhaps we're both overly optimistic, but if there's even the remotest chance of bringing the Order and Auntie's Choice together, the profit from doing so far outweighs the risk.
Works. What's a basic rule? Let's show how it works. Here's a basic rule. The sum of two.
To begin, you'll need to gain favor with both the Order and Auntie's Choice. I expect the Order will want you to, I don't know, clap some chalkboard erasers together or something. Do whatever you must to earn an audience with our respective leaders and convince each to agree to meet and continue the negotiations.
That's a basic proof. Can you give us
Imagine the benefits of having both the Order and Auntie's Choice at your back when facing down the Protectorate. That's a rarity money cannot buy. Then there's always the moral incentive to consider, I suppose. Ending the conflict between Auntie's Choice and the Order means less lives lost.
a very proven proof? You think you know.
Cap capital. As I mentioned before, you'll first need to earn an audience with the presiding bishop and our very own chief executive before this plan can go ahead. When it comes to the order, approach their laureates. They seem to run things. On our side, work with the VPs, improve their opinion of you, and gain their trust. Oh, and you might see about improving your oratory skills in the meantime. Persuasive rhetoric will certainly be valuable during the upcoming negotiations. Certainly. Aren't you adorable? Next, you'll be asking me to name a time I overcame adversity in the workplace. What is anyone apart from the function they perform? To wit, I am my job, and I rather think such an esteemed position speaks for itself.
Traveling at the velocity of light through the vacuum of space on our primary band, this is Grand Plan Wireless.
Answering that would come dangerously close to upward communication, which is not something we advocate in Auntie's Choice. Wouldn't want the junior ranks getting the idea that they can review or, law forbid, critique their seniors. Suffice to say, Auntie Cleo is without peer, quite literally. This corporation would be adrift without her as our steady bellwether.
A brief accounting of this crucial material, though minute amounts were first...
Attention, morally gray outsider. The adventure of your lifetime awaits. Auntie's Choice is hiring.
become the principal power source for all recognition.
Hello, daring self-determinivist, stalwart seeker of self-betterment, or rapacious rogue of corporatism. Welcome to Auntie's Choice Esteemed Invaluable Disposable Agent Program. As in Ida, your assignments will be some of the most decisive and admirable tasks that Auntie's Choice has to offer. Idas help explore the wilds, plot our path, and shape the evolution of our beloved corporation. And with enough rugged determinism, you might even live to see the results.
Refinement and processing, from harvesting of liquid zeranium to grinding up crystals for higher yields. Now, zeranium...
Please don't interrupt or I'll lose my place. So, daring rapscallion, you are making a choice to grab destiny and make it your own. A choice to be Auntie's Choice. Now, if you'll just exit through to your left, 2 of our top 29 vice presidents are waiting to speak with you. And remember, Auntie's Choice Stay Hungry Meal Pack offers our finest pre-sliced bread and dehydrated water tablets in one convenient package for an additional price.
Interested in receiving our weekly selection of mathematical clues? Visit your local predictory.
Probability and the grand plan. There can be no discussion of the grand plan without also entertaining a deep contemplation of probability. Our ability to predict events to varying degrees is fundamentally rooted in statistical mathematics. Statistics is not...
Well, wonderful to meet you. C.F. Pendergrass III, Strategic Reconfiguration. It's not every day we have such a capable operative accept our invitation to the undisputed claim. While it was those ill-fated peace talks that got you here, I've kept tabs on you for a good long time.
Yes, we've all kept tabs. Auntie and I have spoken about you several times now. Ursula Ormsby, Proprietary Insight Acquisition. You'll report to both of us. For now.
Indeed. It is our pleasure to meet you, and I am beyond tickled to welcome you to Auntie's Choice.
Information. There can be no chance. Only outcome. Complete information yields perfect predictions. 100% accuracy. Known outcome.
Yet they are indubitably one and the same. By coming into my employ and helping to secure Auntie's interests, you are directly manifesting a stable future for this colony.
At Auntie's Choice, we make things happen. If you want to move something along swiftly, you come to us. If you want to endlessly dither about numbers, talk to the Order.
You, my friend, are being given the opportunity of a lifetime. Auntie's Choice has a dynamic new vision, and we need a specific kind of go-getter to make it happen.
The answer, of course, is none. Only when there is less than complete information are we reduced to chance. At present, We do not have.
Well, that is an unexpected disappointment. Though I do have faith that the more time you spend in Arcadia, the more tempting our offer will be.
There's more than one contractor in this labor market. Be seeing you.
Distributions. By necessity, we are forced to estimate.
Well, hello again. Have you changed your mind about joining my team?
Such travesty. No, not a travesty. A tragedy. A horror. A horror the Archive will help us avoid. Every bit of data collected, analyzed, and input by our archivists brings us closer to our goal. To the solving of the universal equation. Probability is not enough.
Well, hello again. Have you careful...
Incomplete information leads to inaccurate predictions, which lead to tragedies. We must not guess. We must know. Help us know. Contribute any...
Well, hello. Your first assignment demonstrates something unexpected, or in truth, unprecedented, has happened at one of our repackaging facilities on Praetor.
If I understand correctly, they're having, something of a workforce issue. Don't know rightly what you call it. Workers are, well, asking for things. It's strange. They've stopped working. The workers there simply stopped.
Auntie's Choice just suffered an involuntary 15% reduction in workforce.
Because, my ameliorator, we've never heard of such a thing. They expressed, and I know this is going to sound more than a bit strange, dissatisfaction. And they said they won't return to work unless things at the plant improve.
Specifically, they stated, until we meet their demands. As though employees have a right to demand anything of their employers.
The color of space, a chromospectral analysis.
Striking? You're saying they're about to turn violent?
Yes, well, if they're this delusional, violence is the next natural step. Who do they intend to strike? Us?
To experienced lumen astronomers.
Dear law, what a bunch of devious, ungrateful, greedy little prigs! After all the opportunities Auntie's given them to repay us like this, I'm so disappointed.
So what do you suggest we do about such an utterly unheard of situation? It is absolutely imperative that we get those people back to work, whatever it takes.
Objects absorb and emit light, which answers the ancillary mystery of why there are no green stars. To understand all of this, you must understand...
Negotiate. As in, give in to some of their demands. Won't that set a terrible precedent for others?
No, Ursula, it won't, because we won't be the ones doing it. That is exactly why we've hired you as my brand new perturbation ameliorator. You'll solve the problem for us, and we will retain absolute deniability.
Most stellar objects generate far more radiation than they absorb, so they can be modeled as an idealized object, which is assumed to absorb 100% of all electromagnetic radiation.
No, you misunderstand my meaning. Deniability doesn't mean we hide behind you. It means you may act outside the fundamental tenets of Auntie's Choice Society.
But you, who are not officially an Auntie's Choice employee, can do whatever you want. Anyone asks about our involvement, and we can disavow it.
Which I need not describe here. As the stellar body's temperature increases, its emitted light shifts up into visible light.
Come now, you're overreacting. This is a tremendous opportunity for very little risk. You will suffer a lifetime of regret if you let this opportunity pass you by. How about you head to Praetor and see for yourself? Why, I reckon the solution will come to you so easily that it'll feel like free money.
Draw this trivial conclusion for themselves. But if I must, it's because any star emitting green light also emits bluish and or reddish light too, resulting in a non-green star. There is no naturally occurring stellar composition that emits solely packets of green light. In fact, Such a composition itself would constitute evidence for intelligent interference, and no such evidence of any kind has ever been detected. Let's get back to Newton Odescard, the famous stellar photographer. The methodology of the Odescard's chromospectral survey was straightforward. He partitioned his astronomical field of view into grids, then tagged each object in the grid. He ignored empty positions, as black would only dim and not change its view.
That's what unbridled
Alike,
freedom
every
is all
galaxy,
about.
star, nebula, and quasar was gathered and fed into a central tabulator for computation. Subsequent spectral analysis produced a final answer to within 0.5% of the predicted value.
The story of Anti-Cleo versus the
result
Moon Man is a
was
ballad for our ages. A thing of legend to be handed down for a modest fee to each successive generation. Spacer's Choice swollen-headed mascot represents the worst impulses of old corporations who unfairly stack the deck against the little person. As they tried with us in Tau Ceti, but did Anti-Cleo take Spacer's Choice devious shenanigans lying down? No! Just like our sponsored tossball team, the Anti-Cleo's darlings refused to do when things were down at the end of the sponsorship series against the Spacers Chosen.
I'm Jean Turfer-Tyler,
Study
6th
your
base
lesson.
person for the Anti-Cleo's Darlings.
Nondescript walls of your library, classroom, or dormitory facility, and exult in the knowledge that beige...
You seem like a go-getter. Let's consume lunch sometime.
Sorry, time is bits. Bits is time. Or are, that is.
Have a profitable day.
This time on notable locations of scientific inquiry, we cogitate on the past as
I'll have you know my panhandling license is completely up to date. Ever read the Middle Manager Handbook? Really shores up the foundation of your
a
fundamentals.
feast for your occipital lobe and optic nerve. One of the most stunning order-made structures across the entire Arcadia system. Prepare to sense the sensational.
Why, looky
as
here.
your feelings
It's our
of
contractor-to-be.
Alexandra
I see you got her message. Glad you followed up. Now, the question is, are you just here to work an angle, or were you moved by our plight?
Set next to a colossal sculpture of the matriarch carved into a pyramidal peak, this shrine to she who ushered us to the stars comes complete with its own observatory. A feat of aesthetics only surpassed by its vast operational importance in respect to cosmological data collection and subsequent rumination.
When the brass sets an impossible deadline, who do you think everybody on the floor gets mad at? When trials run late because some lab tech melted, who catches upstairs ire? See, us in middle management, we get none of the credit, all of the blame. Catch hell coming and going, with nary a promotion or raise in sight. Well, we've had it. We pulled our funds to hire a maverick outsider like yourself to collect useful information on 3 local persons of interest to help us climb the ladder.
Do not deviate from this frequency lest you miss what comes next.
And now a song from a composer predicted to have 3
First person is Melquiades Alcantara, proprietor of the Bottom Runger. Came up with this new drink, the Raptidon Bite. Everyone's dying to try it. We want the secret recipe. The second is an unnamed individual. Shows up at the Esplanade every day with a mop and an armed escort. What's his story? What does he know?
And why is he always waving at everybody? And smiling, too.
Head back here when you're done with them two. The third target we'll talk about after. Sort of a controversial figure around here. Consider him a concern for later. Anything else? That's what we want to find out. And that whole smiling business, anybody that's secure in their place here has to have dirt on somebody. Something that we could capitalize on. Oh, nothing so mundane. Alcantara's cornered the market with an innovative concept. Our grand vision is, okay, wait for it. Now he's done all the work, steal his idea. Wonderful, wonderful. Let me just say that we're all so looking forward to working with you. We can't wait to benefit from the fruit of your efforts. See, everybody? Things are looking up already. Upper middle management, here we come.
Working hard or hardly working? That's rhetorical.
I done falled off the corporate ladder.
My quarterly underperformance review. First up, you can handle it. Pieces, the only Consume with Auntie's choice.
You were just listening to next week's #1 hit. And now, more music to perform advanced calculations.
The occasional frivolity. Oh no, I do enjoy spectating a rousing sporting match as much as all of you base rank and file. The big rift cut off tossball news from home, but Arcadia Grown League is a worthy substitute. Certainly a more profitable program than the Protector it's watered down. Off pitch ball, they call it. My, how imaginative. And started on their arbitrary rule changes. Bronzing is prohibited in the Tuesday and Thursday zones? Why even have the T-zones then? Oh, and sportsmanlike conduct is tolerated? Ha! That won't put posteriors in the seats. A blood sport without blood sounds like red ink to Auntie. Our tossball teams play for keeps. I witnessed no fewer than 6 critical blood force dramas in last week's contest between the Easy Heel Loafers and Spectrum Brand Bandits.
Against the Protector's entire roster of kickball shoulders, any day of the fiscal week, even with half the team's 32 backs benched, they'd forfeit by middle time.
Them raps all taken care of yet? All good news to me, friend. Anything happens down there is not my responsibility. I have ceased all manner of worry and fret. Here's the unagreed upon amount that constitutes your fee.
Designed to be better than nature, because nature wants to kill you. And our company has its
The first of many arrivals, but that remains one of our goals. We took what nature guiding principle. Enjoy an artificially enhanced existence through the conspicuous consumption of unavoidable embedded chemicals with Auntie's choice.
It's time to recognize the downwardly mobile.
Get you something?
Demotions report. Starting with Dr. Charles Rasmussen, demoted from his unnamed and clearly unimportant position within experimental.
Yeah, all the yelling. Could listen to that all day, every day. Actually, I have. That'd be Melquiades. Afraid he stepped away to his office. Think the boss would share that with me? I'm just a lowly factotum around here. I mean, I actually been concocting my own cocktail creations in my odd-off hour. I'm very creative, but, you know, he don't care.
Info security fundamentals, Reggie.
In fact, I have. I once made a drink called Death by Purpleberry and Ulcozuranium Poisoning. Very high concept. Only a select clientele would appreciate it. Fleetingly. Around the corner to the right, just past the stairs. Likely find him whipping up a fresh batch of Raptidon Bite cocktails. Won't do it in front of me. The drink's quite a hit around here, and it's Melquiades' own proprietary recipe. People would literally kill to find it out. More's the...
Thank you for your customer service, contractor.
You look unfortified. Getting enough emulsifiers in your diet?
You're here for Melquiades Alcantara? Afraid you're a mite bit late.
As much as all of you base rank and file. The big rip cut off tossball news from home. But our Arcadia-grown league is a worthy substitute. Certainly a more profitable program than the Protectorate's watered-down rip-off. Pitchball, they call it. My, how imaginative. And don't get me started on their arbitrary rule changes. Bronzing is prohibited in the Tuesday and Thursday zones? Why even have the T-zones then? Oh, and sportsmanlike conduct is...
Look who's back. You. I know one. Valo Andrews, owner of the Best Choice. Wasn't too keen on our success. Melquiades said she's meaner than a bag of Raptidons. I'll miss his wit. The only way I'd ever make it in that place is crawling through a vent. Some of us have pride. Till next we meet.
Roster of pitchball pushovers any day of the fiscal week. Even with half our team's 32 backs benched, they forfeit by samples from our nutritious tobacco line.
Purpleberry product samples! Purpleberry product samples!
Our athletic assets will achieve full profit potential as human.
More comestibles! More comestibles! We're literally giving them away!
Bludgeon each other. Such a relatable interest. I'm just like you. Until next time, look for me in the flesh.
Try one of Auntie's Choice tobacco-laden products, and you'll say it's addicting.
Hey! Didn't you hear me growl in a discouraging manner? The first testee ain't to be disturbed.
Oh, no, it's okay. I'm gonna, converserate a little. Just wait over there for me or something.
As you wish. Retreating to hover at a respectful distance.
Sorry, they get a mite carried away most times.
We do so knowing you persist, well fortified by our products.
Oh, they're all right. Just doing their jobs is all. Don't mind them. They're here to make sure nothing happens. To me, that is. On account of being a close personal friend of fellow Auntie Cleo. It's all a bit much, to be honest. But I guess it's like Auntie always says, anything worth doing is worth overdoing completely. She don't go by that no more. Guess I'm still not used to calling her Auntie. Auntie. There, maybe that'll do it. Anyhow, probably shouldn't just mull about here engaging in idle talk. She saw me, she'd probably chide me for being overly friendly with everyone, like she used to.
Enough of that. You ain't idling, you're networking, expanding business opportunities. That's my go-to line anyway.
Oh, guess I was at that, huh? Thanks. Like your arm, by the way. Mine are just boring metal.
Oh, it saves me from small talk, mostly. Ain't many folk who aren't put off by the limb and avoid me entirely, if I'm honest.
Wait, you know, I've seen people around here, and often, like really often, they go to a place like the saloon together, you know, to chat. Well, I reckon I could do that. With you, I mean. Hey, stay here, will you? Me and my new friend here, we're just going over there, to the bottom runger, to talk.
Put, but keeping alert as if our jobs and our lives depended on it. Close enough.
Yes, may I help you somehow? Likely by reminding you that this is not the entrance for unwashed service plebes. Please go tell your manager to fire you. Then follow proper protocols, or we'll find other vendors to patronize.
Indicates the fact that any kind of parasite found in an Auntie's Choice product is provided free of charge and is not the property of Auntie's Choice or its subsidiary companies, and the eating of said parasite absolves Auntie's Choice of any legal responsibility in perpetuity throughout the galaxy.
Oh, really? You think that you belong in our lounge, dressed like that? 3 sisty pigs in a trench coat would have a better shot at getting in than you do right now. The owner tasked me with maintaining the posh allure of the best choice, and you are hardly the kind of inestimable personage that would be proper to admit. A significant contribution to my post.
Let's not get swindled out of our hard-earned bits, huh? We'll find another way in.
My, but aren't you a charmer? Clearly, there's more to you than the way you dress. Very well. I'll grant entry for the normal luminary rate. Thank you very much for your very valuable patronage.
This is where the more successful vapid commercialists congregate to be short-sighted together.
Oh, look at this one. See, they're letting in anyone now. y'all. Have an issue with the service? She's in her office. Door to your right. Well... What now? If him up.
What are you doing back here? No one's allowed. Who left that door unlocked? What are you even doing in my bar? Someone will be fired over this. Then, once they reach the nadir of their sorrows, rehired, only that I may fire them again. And I don't know what you think you're seeing here, but ignore all this. What? All this? Furtive mixing of cocktails is simply how I relieve stress in a productive manner. It's a Raptidon bite, a unique concoction devised by Melquiades Alcantara, who was simply my dearest friend. Or was. I procured its recipe from him before his unfortunate passing, and before you ask, yes, I have receipts for everything. As if I don't know how to scour a crime scene. Please. This isn't some run-of-the-mill one-bit operation. The best choice is the Spectrum Violet of the Esplanade. Our patrons pay well to stake their claim as the most VIP of the VIP. Now that we have the recipe for this dreadful elixir, our clientele no longer have reason to stray. Think you're wearing down my resolve, don't you? Ugh. Maybe just a little. Look, I see you're going to be a problem. Just cover my efforts and expenses and the recipe's yours. Our patrons are returning already anyhow. Fine, you can have it. That admittedly was a mite embarrassing. Any serious player would have locked the door first, before spreading out incriminating evidence. Here you are, one lightly bloody, slightly less secret recipe. Time for you to blunder out the way you blundered in.
Everyone has their little hunchback. I say you need to ask the common farmer.
Yes, quite.
Yes, what is it? I'm very busy and I can't spare the time for... Wait a moment. My old compatriot from Paradise Island! What a pleasure it is to see you again. Much has changed since our last encounter. I'm now Deputy Managing Director of Persons Manipulation for all of Auntie's Choice. It's all thanks to you and the information on mental refreshment that you retrieved me. Now even the most stubborn non-consumers can be reoriented, whether or not they desire it. Babylon Carr? I'd nearly forgotten the name. She's yet languishing in Fairfield. Such a shame. Her ruthless battlefield efficiency didn't get her as far as she'd hoped. I hope you'll excuse me. Many people to see, meetings to attend, bits to make. If only I could refresh my superiors, this would all be so much simpler. Kidding. Merely kidding. I would never misuse this wondrous technique. Not until it's perfected. May we meet another time? You're still here? I mean, don't let me keep you. I'm sure you've plenty to do.
Watch yourself, friend.
You seem like a go-getter. Let's consume lunch sometime.
Stop that scrounging around.
Eyes up, Commander. That vent appears person-sized.
Right, so how does this all work exactly? They bring you a drink, and then people just conversate? Oh, right, and I'd add that big talk is for big people who matter. So we don't talk about work matters or our day. Okay, then. What other sort of stuff you want to talk about? The weather, maybe?
And the actions of maverick freelancers. There's a lot of volatility out there right now. The market.
We were, what do you call them? Bedraggled orphans, together. Both worked at the garbage pile in Argos. She had to pull me out one time, else I'd be smushed right now.
Respected subordinates, spare me no gumption, and I promise we will all thrive. There are so many reasons to shop for Auntie's Choice products.
Yep, she was close as you are right now. I got stuck in the pile, hoisted me out. Said if she hadn't not shown up, I would have become garbage.
We have food and drinks for every taste and meal you can imagine. Plus,
Felicity. Felicity Carroll. Dr. Felicity Carroll, eventually. So guess she's Dr. Auntie Cleo now, technically, if that's how that works. She came to be lead scientist of research and development at Numa Experimental Station. I knew her when she was just Felicity, back in the good old days, when the company still did, human testing first, instead of just letting stuff willy-nilly out into the wild like now. I was her best test subject.
always remember, Commercialism is the foundation that Auntie's Choice Society is based
I guess that's why them guards call me the first testee. Hadn't occurred to me before. Auntie must have come up with it. Aw, you got me reminiscing something fierce. Did I mention she and I shared an expired chum bar once? Good times.
You at once? Is that? Is that so? Recall anything else about her of, oh, I don't know, even greater import?
Maybe I can remember other important things like that. I'll sure try. You know, this is nice. Talking like this is much better than when the other person just ambles off like they never heard you.
of society. We allow you to take part in public product testing, respecting your right to risk a few pesky side effects as an early adopter.
All I know is one day, Felicity said she was up for a promotion to be Auntie. Said it was an idea that went through every generation or some such. Auntie, she told me once she needed to climb to the top no matter what, but that she was real sorry about the people she had to step on to get there, though.
Anti-Cleo versus the Moon Man is a ballad for our ages. A thing of legend to be handed down for a modest fee to each successive generation. Spacer's Choice swollen-headed mascot represents the worst impulse.
You think? I mean, admit I sometimes don't get, jokings or inference. Maybe you're right.
Take Spacer's Choice devious shenanigans lying down? No! Just like our sponsored tossball team.
That's not exactly something I've been privy to, per se. All I know is Auntie's has been around a lot longer than I have, and there's always been an Auntie. Can't see anyone else coming after my Auntie, though. Wouldn't imagine she'd allow it. But I don't know. Maybe the job ain't cracked up like it seems.
Whenever I see that Moon Man's grinning face, I want to cleave it in twain. Auntie's Choice! Darlings! 3-1! Hostile takeover this! Right back at you!
I'm Auntie Cleo, and I endorse this message.
Well, thanks. I don't rightly know how that would have any bearing on it, but I sure appreciate the sentiment. That might be all I want to talk about. The rest makes me, you ever have this empty falling feel? In your chest? Like that, I guess. I don't know, would hate to be rude. You come out with me and all.
Selling the sizzle of incremental product improvements. Sales of new and improved stimulants and nutrition supplements are up 11% quarter-over-quarter.
No, there's stuff I can't say things about. Not to somebody I just met for now, I reckon. Sorry. You know what? I haven't felt this springy inside since Fel and I worked the garbage pile in Argos. Like, less bad. Maybe good, even.
Moon is responsible for a 28% increase in our entire operational budget for the next fiscal semi-decade. Credit where it's due. To me, as your chief executive, I've fostered a healthy cutthroat rivalry between our top divisions. Jealousy, hard feelings, approaching station. No, not really. But I get results. Writ large in black ink on our balance sheet. You're welcome, employees. Have a profitable day.
You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's Choice. Auntie's Choice knows that a better you is just 3 pills and an ointment away. Why choose just any choice when you could choose Auntie's Choice? Too much Spacer's Ale? Try Auntie's Choice Pep Pills. Good for what ails you.
Hey, mister, any bits to spare? Working hard or hardly working? That's rhetorical.
Hey, everybody, look who it is. Our duly contracted proxy. All finished?
Didn't make the drink or didn't make... Oh, I see.
Less we know about all that, the better. But I knew you'd effectuate effectually. Right? Wasn't I just saying? Knew he was connected. What'd you find out? He tell you any secrets about Auntie?
Or inspiring stories about her career ascent. You know, that might act as encouragement to them like us, presently stagnating in our position of paid employee.
Huh. A rumor had it she was one of the Schuyler line, old money family, type who looked down at anybody who worked for a living. Never seemed like her. I got a whole lot of insightful observations like that, you know.
Wait, there's been more than one Auntie Cleo? Explains a lot, now that I think about it. Like how she ain't a few hundred years old. Huh.
Learn anything more? Oh, that makes a lot of sense, actually.
Yeah, many of your top CEOs have working garbage heaps in their background.
It's said to prepare you for all the reeking effluvia that life throws at you. Very practical that way when you think about it. What else?
Whoa! Just like normal people.
That's real relatable. I mean, we all done that, right? But I just never thought she would. 'Cause she's Auntie, you know?
Yeah, like she could eat a bar right out of the paste obtruder, the freshest and least natural it's ever gonna be.
That everything? Those details were highly motivating, both personally and professionally. Real roadmap to success kind of thing.
Diverges greatly from events depicted in Auntie the Musical, the all-singing adaptation of Auntie's life story, which we've all, of course, watched 9 times.
Here, for your trouble, from all of us. Now, about that last person of interest. There's a former Spacer's Choice VIP in the brig. We tried talking to him, you know, to see if he had any useful dirt, but he's kind of mean.
Full of scathing invective.
Belittling, one might say. But, you know, tough sort like you might have an easier go of it. You know, we all been chewed out pretty fiercely before. Kind of a regular occurrence, really. But I swear, I ain't never...
I still have nightmares. Sometimes I think I hear his voice and I start to run.
Uh-huh. Likewise. Future generations will tell cautionary bedtime stories about that day. Nah, they got him set up like in olden times. They let everybody walk up and holler at him, throw produce and such. Whatever that is. Oh, that sounded very take charge. Have to remember that. Okay, we'll make sure you've got authorization to the brig when you arrive. May you effectuate effectually toward the agreed upon goal state. That's the middle manager handbook again. Real take charge stuff.
I done falled off the corporate ladder.
Live, love, laugh, purchase, and consume
with Auntie's Choice. As your peerless leader, known for her unparalleled business acumen, I might appear above the occasional frivolity. But no, I do enjoy spectating a rousing sporting match as much as all of you base rank and file. The big rift cut off Tossball News is a worthy substitute. Certainly a more profitable program than the Protectorate's watered-down ripoff. Pitchball, they call it. My, how imaginative. And don't get me started on their arbitrary rule changes. Bronzing is prohibited in the Tuesday and Thursday zones? Why even have the T-zones then? Oh, and sportsmanlike conduct is tolerated? Ha! That won't put posteriors in the seats. A blood sport without blood sounds like red ink to Auntie. Our tossball teams play for keeps. I witnessed no fewer than 6 critical blood force dramas in last week's contest between the Easy Heel Loafers and Spectrum brand bandits. I'd pit our least bankable tossball team against the Protectorate's entire roster of pitchball pushovers any day of the fiscal week. Even with half our team's 32 backs benched, they'd forfeit by middle time. It would be an embarrassment of body goals. Imagine the ad windfall. Our athletic assets would achieve full profit potential as human billboards. Of course, I also enjoy the simple pleasure of watching professional athletes bludgeon each other. Such a relatable interest. See, subordinates, I'm just like you. Until next time, look for me in the Platinum Executive Skybox above the line of scrummage. Anti-Cleos was specifically founded to fight what nature inflicts, to offer higher quality pharmaceuticals designed to be better than nature, because nature wants to kill you. Since then, our company has grown, evolved, consumed the first of many rivals. But that original goal remains. One of our goals. Yes, now we strive to spread unfettered free trade and self-betterment through the galaxy. But we do so no. We took what nature heedlessly assembled and vastly rebettered it through artificial means. At Auntie's Choice, we strive to be 110% wholly plus artificial. Artificiality is our guiding principle. Enjoy an artificially enhanced existence through the conspicuous consumption of unavoidable embedded chemicals. With Auntie's Choice.
An artificial life is a life that's sweeter. Live a life that's sweeter with Auntie's Choice. Business is good. We have positive bit flow. Our portfolio is diversified.
Samples from our nutritious tobacco
Do
line.
better. I'll give it to you straight in my quarterly underperformance review. First up, excessive corporate malfeasance. The only division.
Can't tell the difference between cover and concealment.
Whatever size weaponry you need to make all your problems pass.
It's the hotshot for hire from the wireless.
Learn to negotiate. Xenobiological exploitation output is down 18%. I'm not paid professional.
Ah, wonderful. More of you.
Welcome to The Brig by Corporate Compliance. Please do not taunt the prisoners. Thank you. I know what I said, and I meant what I said. Visitors to the Brig are required to taunt the prisoners, at least to the best of their abilities. We hope you've deeply enjoyed your visit to The Brig by Corporate Compliance.
Come to jeer at a fallen old rival like all the rest. Swear I heard from everybody else in this rickety tub. So far, I am decidedly unimpressed. Been some sorely lackluster heckling from your colleagues. Clever as barbs weren't clever enough by half. Not expecting much, but go ahead. Try your worst. Let's hear it. That was almost all right. Better than most. Pretty so-so. Got anything else? Ah, you dangled that compliment before yanking it away. I'd be going there for a sec. Not too shabby. Anyhow, you done yet? Or you got more?
Pitchball, they call it. My, how imaginative. And don't get me started on their arbitrary rule changes. Bronzing is prohibited in the Tuesday and Thursday zones? Why even have the T-zones then? Oh, and sportsmen like...
That joke cuts both ways, friend. You look like a walking petri dish yourself. For once, I'm glad this is a full face mask, too. You're almost half decent at this. Not especially skilled, but not atrocious. Not good, though. Definitely not good. Don't abandon your present employment by any means. I figured as much. You're like one of our product. This should be rich. What now? Jeer away. Wait, you didn't come here for the express purpose of ridicule and castigation? Well, certainly embrace. Come to jeer at a fallen old rival like all the... Been some... Not expecting much, but go ahead. Try your worst. Let's hear it. Wait, you didn't come here for the express purpose of ridicule and castigation? So, all right, I give up. What do you want? Frankly, that any of these rung leeches have a thought to spare for me over all the false hopes Auntie's hammered into them astounds me. Look, I appreciate the attention and all, but does any of this benefit me? Because otherwise, you might as well just jeer away. That may all be well and good, but I'm from a real corporation, Spacer's Choice, where we believe in the inequitable exchange of goods and services. Furthermore, and consequently, I don't do nothing without something in return. Anything else would be unseemly. Name's Himanshu Tegulapalli, regional brand manager for Tau Ceti. Spacer's Choice. Auntie has it in for all of us former reps, but me in particular. Been humiliating Spacer's Choice every chance she gets. You seen those display images mocking the Moon Man? Dressed up like a baby? Petty stuff. Being completely one-sided. Till now. No. They'll just eventually switch them back on. I'm proposing a little counter-programming instead. I taped a particularly scathing diatribe earlier. Patch it into the PA system. Let me have my say. Not on me presently, no. They tend to take things off prisoners, you know? It's weirdly universal. Also wasn't wearing this reeking thing prior to being staged for public ridicule. The audio cartridge is in an evidence locker in the room behind that desk. Bet if you just ask the guard over there nicely for access, she'd open it right up for you. The PA system controls are in the back room at client intake. Had it all worked out earlier, before I got caught. Wonderful. That broadcast is gonna be the finest verbal rebuke of my career. Should mention while you're on this ship, Auntie's Choice has a few products what might improve your odor, looks, and breath. What? You forget what you needed to do? The audio cartridge is in an evidence. Get go.
What? You forget what you needed to do? Get going.
Welcome to the brig. What is it? Well, you'd probably pay me to remotely unlock it, and/or ask me in a remarkably debonair fashion. All right. See that door behind me? It's suddenly somehow been left mysteriously unlocked. Pleasure doing business at you.
What? You forget what you needed to do? Get going.
Can't tell the difference between cover and concealment.
Learn to negotiate. Xenobiological exploitation's output is down 18%. I'm not paying professional hunters to run a petting zoo. Acquire and exploit the local fauna. Life's work.
Step right up for the most exorbitant. We cure all physical ails. Most at least. Well, there are a lot, I guess. We cure some physical ails. That sounds all right, right? No, but the medicament merchant right downstairs can set you up. I just do. Don't keep.
You look unfortified. Getting enough emulsifiers in your diet?
I appreciate your business, but welding your hand to things tends to result in injury.
Conventional thinking won't get you rich around here, Doc. I'm the type who takes chances, makes moves others can only wonder about.
I don't even understand what you were trying to do.
Exactly.
Sorry. Time is bits. Bits is time. Or R, that is.
Any legal responsibility in perpetuity throughout the galaxy.
Always remember, commercialism is the foundation that Auntie's Choice Society is based upon. Not because we worship bits, but because of the system's glorious efficacy. While the Protectorate decide what its subjects get, we respond to what you want through your decisions as consumers. What's more, we skip the frivolously lengthy approval process our overbearing neighbors employ.
Why wait 20 years to bring a new product to market? Enhancing people's... You want freedom of... The story of Auntie Cleo versus the Moon Man is a ballad for our ages. A thing of legend, to be handed down for a modest fee to each successive generation. Spacer's Choice swollen-headed mascot represents the worst impulses of old corporations, who unfairly stacked the deck against the little person, as they tried with us at Tau Ceti. But did Auntie Cleo take Spacer's Choice devious shenanigans lying down? No! Just like our sponsored tossball team, the Auntie Cleo refused to do what things were down at the end of the spot.
immersive series against the Spacers chosen.
I'm Jean Turfer Tyler, 6th base person for the anti-Cleo
I believe Spacers chosen.
inning. They made a Sunday goal in the game. Whenever I see that moon man's pretty face, I want to cleave it in twain. Auntie's choice! Darlings! We won! Hostile takeover this! Right back at you!
I'm Auntie Cleo, and I endorse the...
Attention all employees of this poor excuse for corporate plundership.
This area is for client intake specialists only.
Spacers Choice and the other corporations, but none of us ever put big ideas in people's heads.
Our workers were beaten down by a rigged system and lack of mobility, but no hope is better than false hope, right? I swear, everybody in this company thinks they're going to be somebody someday.
It ain't gonna happen. Anti-Cleo's marketing you a bunch of wishful thinking. The story of Anti-Cleo. The Moon Man is a ballad for our ages. A thing of... Live, love, laugh, purchase, and consume with Auntie's Choice. As your peerless leader, known for her unparalleled business acumen, I might appear above the occasional frivolity. But no, I do enjoy spectating a rousing sporting match as much as all of you base rank and file. The Big Rift cut off tossball news from home, but our Arcadia Grown League is a worthy substitute. Certainly a more profitable program than the Protectorate's watered-down ripoff. Pitchball, they call it. My, how imaginative. And don't get me started on their arbitrary rule changes. Bronzing is prohibited in the Tuesday and Thursday zones? Why even have the T-zones then? Oh, and sportsmanlike conduct is tolerated? Ha! That won't put posteriors in the seats. A blood sport without blood sounds like red ink to Auntie. Always remember, commercialism is the foundation that Auntie's Choice Society is based upon. Not because we worship bits, but because of the system's glorious efficacy. While the Protectorate decide what its subjects get, we respond to what you want through your decisions as consumers. What's more, we skip the frivolously lengthy approval process our overbearing neighbors employ. Why wait 20 years to bring a new product to market when it can be enhancing people's lives now? As a responsible member of society, we allow you to take part in...
From pop guns to self-propelled cannons, I have whatever size weapon you need to make all your problems fast.
Marketplace is dynamic, efficient, and responsive to the shifting needs of our populace. After all, that's what unbridled freedom's all about.
Nice work. A sterling performance by both of us. I've been waiting to give everybody here a piece of my mind for some time now. You've heard about the Spacers Choice and Anti-Cleo merger, I'm sure. But things went down a little differently than Auntie makes out around here. Auntie was attempting a hostile takeover, but we outplayed her, voted her and her execs out, and we shipped Auntie and all her diehard followers out to Tau Ceti as an example. After Earth went dark, Auntie was technically the senior-ranking executive in Tau Ceti, and she used that to take over the colony. But everything she's been doing since has been quasi-legal at best, including her being CEO of Auntie's Choice. With Earth being dark, no one has proof to call her on it. What I had to say was more important. People here needed to hear how bad they've been bamboozled by that self-determinism claptrap. The rest is going to come out eventually anyway. After that, we can all go back to exploiting each other honestly. No thanks. Once Spacer's Choice is back in control, I'll be running this place in no time. Appreciate you helping my vital message be heard here. You're not half bad for someone outside our corporate family.
Tell the difference between cover and concealment? Then you need a good set of armor
Live, love, laugh, purchase, and consume
With Auntie's Choice. As your peerless leader, known for her unparalleled business acumen, I might appear above the occasional frivolity. But no, I do enjoy spectating a rousing sporting match as much as all of you base rank and file. The Big Rift cut off tossball news from home, but our Arcadia-grown league is a worthy substitute. Certainly a more...
I done falled off the corporate ladder.
Any update on the man in the Moon Man mask? Heard the announcement, assumed that was your doing. Wait! What?
What? But Auntie said the last message that arrived from Earth was the board putting her in charge. Guess that does sound rather convenient.
Wait, this is bad. Knowing this is not good. This sort of dirt gets a person killed. This may call for an executive decision.
What does the middle manager handbook say to do at a time like this?
Says here, unfinished business leaves one undone. Trim loose ends before everything comes unraveled. Well, that sounds rather dire, contextually. What do all of you think? Are you feeling reassured here? Not sure I am.
I was, but now your lack of certitude has gotten me starting to worry. Sounds like a tip-top action plan to me. Granted, a call like that's entirely above my pay grade.
We accept your terms. Consider this final payment for services rendered. Never speak about this to anyone.
Oh, you sounded just like an upper middle manager right then, Twombly. Good job.
have you know my panhandling license is completely up to date.
The story of Auntie Cleo versus the Moon Man is a ballad for our ages. A thing of legend to be handed down for a modest fee to each success. Spacer's Choice swollen-headed mascot represents the worst impulses of old corporations, who unfairly stacked the deck against the little person, as they tried with us at Tau Ceti. But did Auntie Cleo take Spacer's Choice devious shenanigans lying down? No! Just like our sponsored tossball team. Cleo's darlings refused to do when things were down at the end of the sponsorship series against the Spacers Chosen.
I'm Jean Turfer-Tyler, 6th base person for the Auntie Cleo's Darlings. I cleaved Spacers Chosen's goalie at the end of the 56th inning, then made a Sunday goal to win the game. Whenever I see that Moon Man... face, I want to cleave it in twain. Auntie's Choice! Darlings! We won! Hostile takeover this! Right back at you!
I'm Auntie Cleo, and I endorse this message. Attention, valued employees. Auntie here to brighten your workday with a report on just how much money your toil is netting us. It's time for...
Hey, I ain't the enemy!
Starting with product development, the Boar's Loaf... our entire operation. Thanks.
Hey, I'm not your enemy. Yet. I take umbrage.
Commercialism is the foundation.
Don't make me confiscate your weapon.
Society is based upon
not the optimal use of ammunition. Shooting an ally. Unorthodox best, not the optimal use of ammunition. I take umbrage.
Respond to what you want through your decisions as consumers. What's more, we skip the frivolously lengthy approval process our overbearing neighbors employ. Why wait 20 years to bring a new product to market when it can be enhancing people's lives now? As a responsible member of society, we allow you to take part in public product testing, respecting your right to risk a few.
Well, hello again.
Because they've definitely come back just to see you.
The foreman of the facility is Relabelization Overseer Griggs. She will explain the particulars of the situation and guide you in its resolution. Not as such, no. That's why...
This, works. I wouldn't...
Good.
Don't let us keep you.
Good luck. Doc, my ameliorator. Remember, you can't spell heinous ascetic without Auntie's choice.
If you have business here, don't let me keep you.
If you don't look for it. Next is assertive arbitration. What the bit pit? Down 40.
Live, love, laugh, purchase, and consume
with Auntie's choice. As your peerless leader, known for her unparalleled business acumen, I might appear above the occasional frivolity. But no, I do enjoy spectating a rousing sporting match as much as all of you base rank and file. The Big Rift cut off tossball news from home, but our Arcadia Grown League is a worthy substitute. Certainly a more profitable program than the Protectorate's watered-down ripoff. Pitchball, they call it. My, how imaginative. And don't get me started on their arbitrary rule changes.
Oh, and sportsmanlike conduct is tolerated.
You're all right.
Seats. Without blood. Sounds like red ink to Auntie. Our tossball teams play for keeps. I witnessed no fewer than 6 critical dramas in last week's contest between the easy heel.
Commander, over here. Commander, wanted to chat with you about the cartridge that courier gave us. Ain't heard from Ortiz in, might well have been a year at this point. That's how it goes when you've fallen behind and the other's got no choice but to keep moving. If he's spending his hard-earned bits to contact me now, there must be a real good reason. Would you watch the message with me? Suppose I am. He's a good friend of mine, or at least he was. I missed him, but I weren't under any presumptions that our friendship would last the moment our unit was dissolved, or we otherwise parted ways. If something's wrong, I ain't in any position to fix it. True. Thanks, Commander. Would you do the honors and get it going?
Inez, it's Ortiz. Look, I ain't got long. Neither for this message nor for life. I made a mistake. I signed up to get grafted, but it's gone wrong. Should have known when I got to the lab that something was off. It was a secret, they said. We couldn't tell no one. And now my blood's infected and I'm as good as dead. Well, I just wanted to be like you. Throw myself at the problem, wrestle it down. But I should have listened when they told me about how your graft hurt you. How it failed you. I should have reached out sooner. Maybe things would have been different. Please, find that lab on Cloister. It's in an ice cave, but I ain't sure where exactly. They hit it good. Whatever you're doing is, stop them. Don't let them do this to anyone else. Please.
Commander, I ain't sure what to make of Ortiz's message. He's dying. If it's as he says, I ain't got a choice. I gotta find that lab and put a stop to things. Will you help me? I don't even know how to answer that. I thought I might be able to see him again when all this was over, but I can't. All I can think to do now is get moving. Thank you, Commander. Now we just need to find those ice caves on Cloister. We keep our lamps lit, we ought to find the lab without much of a fuss. I hope.
Hey, Commander. Can we talk? Promise it'll be quick. I wanted to apologize for the way I handled things after Greater Tranquility. I still feel my anger was justified, but I could have been more tactful. I've also given some thought to what you said about seeking peaceful resolutions. Don't know if that'll be possible at the end of all this, but I'll try and stay open to it. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. We can get back to the mission now. Only felt right to clear the air. I've learned the hard way what happens when you leave things to fester.
What do you need, Commander?
Such as?
I want to defeat the Protectorate as much as the next rational sentient being, but I'm not sure it's worth allying with the corporatists. You're quite curious. I'm unsure if you're a mercurial contrarian, corporate stooge, or possess some hidden strategy. I suppose I might become addicted to their overly sweetened foodstuffs. If that happens, you have my permission to put me down, dear. Whatever's on your mind. Presiding Bishop Orlo, yes. Ruth Bazar's predecessor. And better. Now there was a scientician. A true adherent to order principles. Ran an efficient op. For a while, I'd hoped all this recent brouhaha, the schism, invasion, the rifts, was part of some long-foreseen predictive plan on her part. Something oblique only at the moment. The more time passes, the less I'm inclined to give the benefit of the doubt. Maybe I'm missing a few key variables. Or maybe she's a bit mathematically challenged. Are you asking me to reveal details of high-level covert operations? I doubt you're willing to offer me a thorough accounting of your past assignments, and I bet the Earth Directorate had you on all sorts of clandestine initiatives. I'm not saying never, but we only just met, dear. Trust takes time. Because all the good mathematical terms were already taken by my predecessors? Because nothing gets past me, someone once thought, perhaps. I'm sure I don't know, dear. Whoever came up with that particular sobriquet is surely long since dead and buried. Hopefully by my hand. I try to kill only when necessary. Granted, our missions mean that occurs. I assume that's in line with your thinking, too. Yes? Yes, this verbal resolution thing is, well, quite novel. I'm amazed how often it actually works. Keep expecting half these hullheads to argue themselves into an early grave. May the...
Commander, a moment of your time. Commander, I'm glad I managed to intercept you before we left. There's something of utmost importance I wish to discuss. Relax, Commander. You are not under my authority to judge. Though if you were, that phrase alone would have certainly seen you hauled off to mental refreshment. I received a message from a close friend of mine, Virgil. He was my co-protege under the Supreme Arbiter. His message claimed he had information relevant to the Supreme Arbiter's death. He wishes to meet with me at the Vox Relay on Paradise Island. I did not mention it before, but believe it may be necessary to avoid shocking you later. Our greatest suspect in the death of the Supreme Arbiter is the Protectorate's consul. Our mentor always disdained him thoroughly, and he our mentor. If anyone would have had reason to slay her, it would have been him. But we have needed evidence. Evidence that I believe Virgil now possesses. I would gladly give my life for his without hesitation, and he for mine. We are brothers beyond blood. It has been some time since the two of us last crossed paths. But little shall have changed between us. Of this, I have no doubt. If there is one person throughout all of Arcadia who I can presently trust, it is Virgil. He, too, seeks the perpetrator of the Supreme Arbiter's death, and he, too, supports the Sovereign over all else. And that's without mentioning our lifelong friendship. It was actually his suggestion we divide and conquer. As our operational philosophies differ ever so slightly, this seemed a good plan. Virgil often prefers to watch rather than act, and was often lenient with sentencing where I was not. This behavior was often criticized by the Supreme Arbiter, but there have been occasional rare instances where treating a subject with mercy ultimately resulted in better behavior. It is a novel, albeit strange, philosophy. The onset of war has tested my previously held notions most thoroughly, but an arbiter holds to their values. I believe Virgil feels the same. Whatever the case, Virgil awaits us on Paradise Island, Commander. I hope we shall find time to go there. I hope Virgil has been doing well since last I saw him. Well, we shall find out together. Certainly. I consider myself an... Virgil and I are just It's a shame there may only be one Supreme Arbiter. I would enjoy... Let us make our way to Paradise Island at once. Inez's grafts are unthinkable. Simply to get ahead, Auntie's Choice expected her to permanently manifest It appears she lives a life of constant self-maintenance. Not that it bothers me. She is an enemy of the Protectorate, after all. We would never afflict one of our own with such...
Stop right there, Arbiter Rao. Though I am here on official business, I would prefer to keep this cordial. The Consul seeks answers related to your recent activities. I approach you openly in the hopes that you will comply with his request and come with me peaceably.
What do you blather about? Delay me and you will pay the price. Not only do I have more pressing business with a colleague, but I do not answer to Sentinels or the Consul.
His loss. I heard Auntie's in the market for a big, dumb, winsome bodyguard. He'd be paid handsomely in Spratwurst and backhanded compliments.
What? A few words from this Sentinel would deter you from my aims?
Heed your friend's words. I contrived the message that drew you here. Virgil is not coming.
Virgil's not coming, you say? Curious. And here I was thinking I was already present.
Virgil, touting your flair for the dramatic, even now I see. But I fear our reunion must wait until we've dealt with this pawn of the Consul.
I had not expected a third party, but it is so much the better. I'm afraid you must come with me as well, Arbiter Montag.
A sentinel demanding anything of me? What madness! Neither Tristan nor I shall accompany you anywhere. Any attempts to force us shall be met with violent reprisal.
Suffering the ignobility of retreat from my duties is as severe a crime as defection. Both of these arbiters can attest to that.
Beware what you say. These sentinels deal in trickery and subterfuge. It would be safer to kill him than to This fool impersonated my credentials, triggering a system alert that led me here. A lowly deception, even for one of...
It was a necessary deception, and one not undertaken lightly. Its aim was to draw your colleague here without bloodshed, for I know he would not have arrived at my request.
Your explanation does not pull my heartstrings, Sentinel. Yet you at least had the sense not to assail us outright. Surrender, and perhaps you may...
You may not believe me, but I have much admiration for the work you and Arbiter Montag have done for the Protectorate. I've no wish to fight. Enough loyal subjects have died in this war. Come willingly and peaceably, I beseech you. Both Arbiter Rao and Arbiter Montag were explicitly requested to return to Praetor by the Consul, alongside all other Arbiters some months ago. Refusal without reason is treasonous.
And I'm sure that if we went, we would have been returned whole, neither interrogated nor mentally refreshed. As if your master's nefarious agenda would allow that.
I've no inkling of what you speak. My only master is the Protectorate. My only agenda, the return of peace throughout Arcadia.
Very well. But be warned, I'm not exactly trained in the art of improvisation. We'll need a very good reason for my not answering the Consul's summons.
Come now, do you expect me to believe that? Not only are you not in shackles, but you're also still alive. I can't imagine Arbiter Rao would have allowed that willingly.
Yes. When you ran through...
I see. It would appear I misjudged this situation after all. I must reinterpret my orders. Accosting you illegally and the subsequent punishment would be mortifying.
So he's chosen not to attack, but the situation has not changed. We spare him. His master gains another tool to cover up this...
What are you talking about? I do not seek to hide the Supreme Arbiter's death. I seek to find her killer. Such was next on my list of duties after I apprehended you.
This is all clearly a tactic on the Consul's behalf. By sending out his agents, he seeks to deflect suspicion from himself. That is, if our compatriot here speaks true.
What must you think of me, or my fellow Sentinels, that you'd even suggest I'd lie to Arbiters? I'm not the one positing scurrilous accusations about our beloved Consul. But you needn't take me at my word. My next assignment was to investigate the Oculus collating post. A hidden room there may contain information pertinent to the investigation. I cannot speak to its purpose, only that it is strange and worthy of investigation.
Or it is yet another falsity, intended to draw us close before snapping our necks.
It's a risk worth taking. I can endure whatever the Consul sends my way, and if there is a minuscule chance that this Sentinel speaks true, we must investigate.
I'm pleased to be of service, in some manner or another. Protectorate subjects should aid one another. If you had not interrupted me, I would have committed a terrible injustice upon my brethren. If I am to be punished for my failing, I will suffer the consequences head high. I will take my leave of the lot of you, and in peace. It is my sincere hope that circumstances are as you claim, lest we be forced to meet again.
I shall follow him out, just to certify he intends to act as he speaks. That's done with. He left peaceably, as he said, though I have my doubts for how long.
That was some impressively savvy improvisation before, Commander. Without you, circumstances would have certainly devolved into a battle to the death.
I'll spare you my doubts for the umpteenth time, Tristan. I just hope the risk is worthwhile.
I appreciate your caution, but it is quite unnecessary. My comrade and I will look into Oculus collating post. Yes, but never for long, and it's been many years. I also have no recollection of any hidden room, so we may have some hunting to do. I regret we've not had more time to talk, Virgil. It has been ages.
Worry not. I'm certain we'll have plenty of time to converse when you've finished your investigation. I have several leads of my own to pursue, as a matter of fact. Until our paths cross again, my friend. I shall make certain no other puppets at the console yet see this. On your way.
No suspects in sight. Give you some new glitz. Give Antifa
nothing to hit.
and she'll give you a facial spritz.
All these rifts got everyone riled up, including me. What are we supposed to do if we encounter one?
Blood and bile are covered under our standard sanitation.
I must ask you to hold still. Take this admonishment with all the professional.
But with.
Literally, probably not very dexterously. Metaphorically, well, that depends on your own initiative, doesn't it?
Yeah, Doc.
I'm not running a charity. If you did. I don't encourage delays, but very well. It'll take a few minutes. Short of you skipping back in time and ordering the coagulant I need, I doubt anything can be done to accelerate the time. Now, was there anything else?
Nice of you to shoulder a bit of...
I must say, I'm rather amazed. I thought I'm here for any doctorial services you may require.
I see a huge opportunity for us in Fairfield. There's zero competition and plenty to drive people to Well, don't you look... Oh, what'll it be, stranger? A few, actually. Who in particular do you mean? Sure. He's in here sometimes. Keeps to... Who else you want to know about? Oh, yeah, Pinkney. Offered to fix any and all mechanicals we had in the place, then proceed. Anybody else? She comes in a lot, actually. Sings. Anyone else you have in mind? Never met somebody so happy to be... Who else you want to know about? All right.
I was surprised to learn that things that are artificial are good.
You ever find yourself with too much disposable income? I got plenty of ideas. Every time I think I'm having a bad...
This is but a momentary setback.
I guess the real treasure were the guns we found along the way.
These guns are gonna save lives. On our side.
How about I do my job and you do whatever it is you do?
Space me twice. I'd hoped What grievous misfortune brings you back to my town? Don't suppose you've been blackmarked in Auntie's book, too? Nothing much. Protectorate never advanced. The loss of the Vox Relay scattered their defenders like manta gnats in a high wind. Only reason I'm still here is because they ain't got another place for me. You're welcome to lord or around Fairfield if you desire. But there ain't much to do here, save taking pot shots at stray Protectorate gadabouts. Enjoy your time in Fairfield. Such as you can. Enjoy your time in Fairfield. Such as you can.
A 1,000 thank yous for convincing this reticent soul to relocate. To think, without your aid, I'd still be waiting about in Westport. Minister Milverstreet seems remarkably genial, though often...
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh, peptic ulcers are barking today. Yeah.
What's the fastest way to climb the corporate ladder?
Do your immediate supervisor's job better?
Just keep watching for paintings of a stylish yellow rose with a split black circle near
Other former protectorate folks.
Like the one you passed
meeting
on
up
the way.
regular like.
Find that
Some
rose?
are fair and well.
Any find said rose?
Others seem a bit homesick. A few are here downright despondent.
Emmeline will be pleased not to have to worry about her fruits and such going missing anymore.
Hello again. What can I do for you?
Soldier. That is the best. Make sure to collect your reward at the bounty terminal if you haven't already. No, you better now that seems all I can do is stand here and observe.
Business is all we... What do you need this time? Those hoops. Well, I thank you for helping them out. Sorry you had to go out of your way.
How do you eat Purpleberry Crunch? Real warriors eat it right from the box. He'd make a great lower manager.
The target's not on the ground, Trainee Lindell, be so kind.
Guns are...
And do we aim weapons at colleagues or at our own unprotected upper stories, even in jest? Hint, we do not. Some mistakes cost more than others. Not much to be gleaned from taking a bullet in the brain pan. A kind of ruthless attitude. They're accustomed to being told what to do, when to do it, even how to... There's just one problem. I don't know you. So, respectfully, I must ask, what do you feel... You do have a...
You have something to say to us? I don't aim to be planted in any old field like last year's crop.
You're supposed to be...
Oh, okay. Got any more advice you're looking to offload? We could use it.
And do remember... Now, if Auntie... Well done, Trey! It appears your words have had their intent. Please, accept this revolver with Auntie's thanks. Plan willing, I will have as much success deploying your...
Guns are weapons, not...
Working hard or hardly working? That's
Capital shot, recruit.
Protectorate folks must have been bored out of their skulls before we showed up. Now I think Airfield's a real shindig.
Swear that terminal deducted years from my life.
Never been the type to sit behind a desk all day. What, when I could stand behind a bar?
The others appear to be acclimatizing well to this purposeless existence. I confess, I'd anticipated a more contentious relationship with our new neighbors. All have been quite welcoming, albeit direct. Yes, that Milver Street fellow is remarkably kind. I am surprised I can pleasantly converse with those whose worldviews I vehemently... In time, I will prove to... I confess, I'd anticipated a more contentious relationship with our new neighbors. All have been quite welcoming, albeit direct.
I'm trying not to fret about these grifts so much. Maybe they ain't so awful. You ever ponder if they take you someplace better?
Hello. You must be a new, co-worker. No. My mistake.
Here to do some fishing?
Just passing through.
Consider finding a human companion. If you seek conversation.
I've only visited Oculus Collating Post a handful of times, and that was long before its deprecation. But something is to be found there. I'm sure of it. Certainly. I consider my...
Got a lot on my mind, but I can make time.
Marisol settling nicely. She's like a character. Maybe don't tell her I said that, though.
Still too many corporate bootlickers drawing air around here for my
Let's see how well you arbiters know basic history. Who constructed the archive?
The matriarch did, of course. Who else could oversee the creation of such an immense, complex piece of machinery?
Inaccurate. It was Presiding Bishop Audley, the first presiding bishop. The matriarch gave permission, but he's the one who oversaw its actual construction.
I knew that. This is the problem with you mathematical sycophants. There's always some technicality that conveniently proves you right.
Oh, thank you for agreeing I was proven right, Rao. How magnanimous of you.
I've only visited Oculus Collating Post a handful of times, and that was long before its deprecation.
Agent, what do you need? Happier? Are you satisfied with my performance? Anything to note? I tend to agree, though I didn't see things that way before. Thank you. May all...
Initializing. How may this unit assist you, Commander?
Look, I'm accessorizing. I learned it from watching you loot everything that wasn't welded in place.